Hey guys, this is OJB with the Ventilation Shop, and today we're going to be making what I consider one of the easiest things to fabricate, a temporary cap. Let's see if you can see this. So this is for a square curb, and we're just going to keep it easy, 10 by 10. Usually they'd be probably like 24 by 24, but you know, metal's expensive, and this is a piece of scrap. So as you can see, this is what the curb would look like on the roof. You know, you got, usually the roofers roof over it and go up with it like that. That would be how usually wood on there, so they hammer it down. And then maybe you're doing a project and you're just not going to get, whatever it is through the curb that day. So you got to temporarily cap it. So, and you can see that would be the cap, goes over the curb, keeps water and animals out overnight. Then you come back the next day and finish it all up, right? So temp cap, very easy. If this is 10 by 10, you're going to add basically 2.5 inches to the both sides, 12.5 by 12.5. And the reason for that is you're going to have a 1 inch down all the way around. And also you're going to want it to be about a 1/2 inch big, because it's not meant to be tight. It's just meant to throw on easy, put a screw or two in it, come back in the morning, take it off, right? So that is the cut list. So temporary cap, whatever it is, at 2.5 inches, and that's your cut size, right? So we have a piece of metal right here. Let me readjust the camera. Cool, right? So right here, I got a piece of metal, 12.5 by 12.5. Usually you do it out of the lightest gauge scrap, the lightest gauge you can find. It's not that critical. And the first thing you're going to do is, we got a scriber here. I'm going to set it to 1 inch. Oops. Inch. And we're going to mark all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we're going to take the red snips. And we're going to just notch the 4 corners, so with the inch by inch out. You can do a little bit on an angle away to make sure that. I just want to make sure this camera's getting you. There we go. It's all notched out, all 4 sides. So now we're going to bend it up. I'll grab the camera quickly just so you can see it, and we'll put it back. See that the scribe mark, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, it's right there. We're going to do it on 2 sides. Okay, so we got two sides bent, as you can see. Now you can see this writing on the back. Like I said, this is a piece of scrap. Temporary caps, piece of scrap. Don't use good metal if you can avoid it. Always use scrap. Okay. And we're gonna do this one over here. Actually, I'll show you. I've already set it up before we start this video. You can see. Oops. I didn't set it up. Bad. Okay, so to work this up, take this out. Use the keys to bring one out. And you're gonna put this right here. I'm gonna set this down so I can set it in my other hand. Okay, just so you guys can see this. Put it all the way in. You can see that the teeth are gonna miss. Teeth are gonna miss the seams there. So get this in there. Put it at the line. Hope you can see that. And we're gonna do that on both sides. So here we go. I'll back up. There you go, we got a temporary cap, right? Just throw it over the curb. I kind of wish I had a curb here just so you guys can see it. Yep, and it is 10.5 by 10.5. The reason we kind of give it a little slop is when they put the roofing on, sometimes it adds 1/8 of an inch, sometimes even 1/4. So you don't want them out there like hammering it down, possibly cutting the roofing, depending on the roofing. You just want to let it fall on the curb, no problem. Put like, one screw on each side, leave it overnight. In the morning, you take it off. Whatever you're putting through the roof, you can do. Right? Usually we do these, like let's say I have, let's say I'm putting up 4 or 5 curbs in a day, like I'm marking the holes. Generally, I'm gonna just be on that day concentrating getting all 5 curbs with the roofer in, right? We're not really thinking about installing ducting and stuff. But some days you need them, some days you don't. And generally, after you're done with the job, people save them. Sometimes people take like, let's say you had an 8 by 8 curb. I mean, you're probably not gonna have that small. You try to reuse this, just put 2 screws on the side. It's used a lot in the job. But that's basically it, guys. This is like the easiest thing I can think of fabricating. Not hard. Have made dozens of them. Sometimes they just get thrown out after the job's done. Like I said, generally they are bigger. Usually the curbs I'm working with are like 20 by 20 or 24 or even 36 by 36. This is a little small, but didn't want to use a whole sheet of metal for it. Anyways, that's it, guys. And in the future, I'll have a video on what happens if if you need a cap that's bigger than a piece of metal. We'll go into like how you do that. Some people use wood too. The reason I like metal is basically instead of screwing down and having the possibility of we want to screw into the side, because if you screw down, there is a possibility that water might get in there, leak in. It's a lot less if you screw on the side. Not 100%. Like I said, it's just temporary. I've never had any major problems with the cap. And generally, that's why you only do 1 inch. If this was like a permanent cap, I'd make this 3 inches with a kick, and it'd look a lot fancier. But like I said, that's it. So I'll see you guys on the next video.